Students, today's topic is unit number 1, which is responsibilities of youth. Today we will read page number 2 to 4, grade 11 or first year, subject English. Now coming to unit number 1, responsibilities of youth. Responsibilities of youth. Youth means young people. So responsibilities of young people. So this topic is based on the address of Quaid-e-Azam, which he is going to deliver on a convocation, and telling the youth about their responsibilities. Now coming to the reading. So first of all I'll do the model reading. Mr. Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, when I was approached by the Vice Chancellor with a request to deliver the convocation address, I made it clear to him that there were so many calls on me that I could not possibly prepare a formal convocation address on an academic level with regards to the great subjects with which university deals, such as arts, history, philosophy, science, law, and so on. So, in the first paragraph, there is direct conversation of Quaid-e-Azam. He is addressing with the students where he is approaching Mr. Chancellor. So, chancellors mean the secretary of the state. So it is the event when Pakistan came into being, and in one of the convocation ceremony Quaid-e-Azam was invited, and he is addressing the Vice Chancellor, Mr. Chancellor. So he is addressing the Secretary of the State. Mr. Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, when I was approached, Chancellor of the university. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was approached by the Vice Chancellor with a request to deliver the convocation address, when he was approached by Vice Chancellor to deliver a convocation address. What is convocation? Convocation is an official conventional. Convocation means a large formal assembly of people. So convocation is usually, it is at the end of the session of the university when the degrees and diplomas are delivered. So it is called the convocation. So what is convocation? Convocation is a large formal assembly of people. A large formal assembly of people gathered for taking their diplomas and degrees. So he was addressing at a convocation. So is it clear to you what is convocation? So he was addressing to the convocation. I made it clear to him that there were so many calls on me. There were so many calls on me that I was too much busy. Who was busy? Quaid-e-Azam. Quaid-e-Azam said that when I was approached by the Vice Chancellor to deliver the convocation address, I was too much busy that I could not possibly prepare a formal convocation address on an academic level. So Quaid-e-Azam said that I am here, but I was not able because I was too busy to make a proper speech, to make a proper convocation address to be delivered. So I am here with blank-minded. I am here blank-mindedly. I will share some general things with you, except talking on an academic level, on a education level, with regards to the great subjects with which university deals with, such as arts, history, philosophy, science, law, and so on. So Quaid-e-Azam said, I will talk about general things, rather talking on some academic level subjects in which university deals. However, promised to say a few words to the students on this occasion. But he, however, promised to say a few words to the students on this occasion, and it is in fulfillment of that promise that I will address you now. And it is the fulfillment of promise to the Vice Chancellor that I am here to deliver something with you, to deliver or to say something, to you. First of all, let me thank the Vice Chancellor for the flattering terms in which he referred to me. First of all, let me thank Vice Chancellor. Why he is thanking Vice Chancellor? For the flattering terms in which he referred to me. So, Vice Chancellor introduced him in a very flattering way. Flattering means in a खुशामदी अंदाज में. Flattering means खुशामदी अंदाज में. When you introduce someone, you talk about him in a very good words. So he is saying these good words that he is introduced in a very flattering terms. Mr. Vice Chancellor, whatever I am and whatever I have been able to do, I have done it merely as a measure of duty which is incumbent upon every Musliman to serve his people honestly and selflessly. Incumbent means essential, important, essential wajib hai, lazim hai. So, he is saying that whatever I am, जो कुछ मैं हूँ, whatever I have able to do, whatever he has done is merely as a measure of duty. It was his responsibility, which is incumbent, which is essential upon every Muslimah to serve his people honestly and selflessly. Quaid-e-Azam is saying that whatever he has done in the creation of Pakistan, it is the responsibility of every person, every Muslimah, to serve his people with honestly and selflessly बेलौस होकर. In addressing you, I am not here speaking to you as head of state. So, Quaid-e-Azam is saying that in addressing you, so he is addressing to the student not as a head of the state. Not as a head of the state, a person who is leading a state, a person who is the leader of the state. So, he is not addressing as or speaking to the student as the head of the state, but as a friend. But he is addressing them as a friend and as one who was always held you in affection. As a friend, he is addressing you as a friend and as one person who always held you in affection, who is always support you in love, who is always a supporter of you, who always love you. Many of you have today got your diplomas and degrees, and I congratulate you. So, as I told you that the convocation ceremony is the assembly or gathering of people in a large number for taking their diplomas and degrees on the annual session of the university. So, he is congratulating many of the students who got their diplomas and degrees. Just as you have won the laurels in your university and qualified yourself, so I wish you all success in the wider and larger world that you will enter. So, just as you have won the laurels means degrees, diplomas or honors, azaz, in university and qualified yourself, and you are qualified, so I wish you all the success in as you have qualified in your university. So Quaid-e-Azam said, I wish all the success to you in the wider and larger world that you will enter. So as you has completed your university, as you have completed your diplomas, I pray for you सक्सेस. जिस तरह आपने ये डिग्रियां कामयाबी से हासिल की, वैसे ही कामयाबी मैं आपके लिए आइंदा आने वाली ज़िंदगी में, अमली ज़िंदगी में चाहता हूँ, विच इज़ वाइडर एंड लार्जर वर्ल्ड, जो कि बहुत वसी है. Many of you have come to the end of your scholastic career. Scholastic career means educational career and stand at the threshold of life. So many of you have completed your educational career and you are at the beginning of your life, and you are at the beginning, at the threshold of life. Threshold means at the beginning of your life. Unlike your predecessors means आबावजदाद, असलाफ, unlike उनके बरअक्स, अपने आबावजदाद के बरअक्स, you are fortunately leave this university to enter life under a sovereign independent state of your own. So अपने असलाफ के बरअक्स you are fortunately you are lucky to leave this university. You are lucky and you are leaving this university to enter the sovereign independent state of your own. You are entering the independent state of your own. एक ऐसी ख़ुद मुख्तार इक़्तिदार में, एक ऐसे मुल्क में आप दाखिल हो रहे हैं जो आपका अपना है. It is necessary that you and your other fellow students fully understand the implications of the revolutionary change that took place on the birth of Pakistan. So the words implication means significance, revolutionary means innovative, inqilab. So it is necessary that you and your other fellow students fully understand the implications of the revolutionary change that took place on the birth of Pakistan. So he is saying to the students that you have to understand that the changes take place in the revolution. Revolution, inqilab. What was the revolution? Revolution was when Pakistan came into being. It was revolution, and in this revolution there are many big changes came into being. So they have to be fully aware, they have to be fully understand the changes that took place on the birth of Pakistan. We have broken the shackles of slavery. Broken, तोड़ना. Shackles means handcuffs, जंजीरें of slavery, ग़ुलामी की ज़ंजीरों को तोड़ा. We are now a free people. Our state is our own state. Our government is our own government of people, responsible to the people of the state and working for the good of the state. Our state is our own state. हमारी रियासत अपनी रियासत है. Our government is our own government of people. अपनी हुकूमत है, लोगों की हुकूमत है. Responsible to the people of the state. Responsible to the people of state. So answerable to the people of state. रियासत के लोगों के लिए को जवाबदेह है. And working for the good of the state, working for the betterment of the state. Freedom, however, does not mean license. So freedom does not mean that it is the license. License for what? It does not mean that you can now behave just as you please and do what you like, irrespective of the interest of other people or of the state. So the freedom is not a license given to you to do whatever you want to do. So it does not mean that you can now behave just as you please and जिससे आप खुश होते हैं आप वो करें, and do what you like, irrespective means बिला लिहाज किए हुए of the interest of other people or the state. इसका हरगिज़ ये मतलब नहीं कि आज़ादी एक लाइसेंस है और आप बिला लिहाज आप जो मर्ज़ी करना चाहें आप कर सकते हैं दूसरी रियासत और दूसरे लोगों का लिहाज किए बग़ैर. सो इट इज़ नॉट लाइसेंस फॉर दीज थिंग्स. A great responsibility rests on you, and on the contrary, now more than ever, it is necessary for us to work as a united and disciplined nation. So, a great responsibility rests on you. It is a great responsibility on you. Rests on you, remains on you. It is a great responsibility on you. And on the contrary means इसके बरअक्स. Now more than ever, पहले से भी ज़्यादा, it is necessary for us to work as a united and disciplined nation. Now it is very necessary more than ever that we have to work as a united and disciplined nation. पहले से भी ज़्यादा अब ये ज़रूरी है कि हम एक मुत्तहिद और एक मुनज़्ज़म कौम बन जाएं. What is now required of us all is the constructive spirit and not the militant spirit of the days when we were fighting for our freedom. What is now required of us all, हम सब के लिए क्या ज़रूरी है, is constructive spirit. Constructive means तामीरी, तख्लीकी. Constructive spirit. Constructive spirit, तामीरी सोच, and not the militant spirit of the days. Militant means aggressive thinking of the days when we were fighting for our freedom. So what is important for now? Constructive spirit is very important for now, and we have to leave the militant spirit of the days when we were fighting for our freedom. It is far more difficult to construct than to have militant spirit for the attainment of the freedom. So it is far more बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल है to construct. किसी चीज़ की तामीर करना बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल है than to have the militant spirit. एक aggressive सोच से तामीरी सोच बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल है फॉर द अटेनमेंट ऑफ द फ्रीडम. जब हम अग्रेसिव थे फॉर द अटेनमेंट हसूल ऑफ फ्रीडम, आज़ादी के हसूल के लिए, जब हमारी सोच जो थी वो काफ़ी जारहाना सोच थी. इट इज़ ईजियर टू गो टू जेल और फाइट फॉर फ्रीडम. इट इज़ ईजियर टू गो टू जेल एंड फाइट फॉर फ्रीडम देन टू रन अ गवर्नमेंट. एक हुकूमत चलाने से ज़्यादा आसान जेल जाना और आज़ादी की लड़ाई करना है. Let me tell you something of the difficulties that we have overcome and of the dangers that still lie ahead. Let me tell you about something. He is telling the students about something, the difficulties that we have to overcome. जिन मुश्किलात पर हमने काबू पा लिया है, overcome, we have control it. overcome हमने मुश्किलात पर काबू पा लिया है. overcome it, we have defeated, हमने उनको शिकस्त दे दी है मुश्किलात को. and of dangers, और कुछ ऐसे ख़तरात that still lie ahead, जो अभी भी हमारे सामने मौजूद हैं, which we have to confront. Thwarted in their desire to prevent the establishment of Pakistan. Thwarted in their desire. Thwarted means frustrated, disappointed in their desire. अपनी ख्वाहिश की नाकामी, मायूसी में, टू प्रिवेंट द एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान, के पाकिस्तान को बनने से रोकें. और एनिमीज टर्न देयर अटेंशन टू फाइंडिंग वेज एंड मीन्स टू वीकन एंड डिस्ट्रॉय अस. सो दे आर डिसअपॉइंटेड, और एनिमीज आर डिसअपॉइंटेड in the creation of Pakistan, to prevent the creation of Pakistan. So our enemies turned their attention, अब अपनी तवज्जो मरकूज़ कर ली है, to finding ways and means to weaken and destroy us, कि वो उन्होंने ऐसे तरीके ढूंढ लिए हैं कि हमें कमज़ोर और तबाह कर सकें. Thus hardly had the new state come into being when came the Punjab and Delhi Holocaust. Hardly had the new state come into being. Hardly, बमुश्किल ही नई रियासत वजूद में आई थी कि द पंजाब एंड दिल्ली होलोकॉस्ट. Holocaust means destruction and slaughter on a mass scale. So पंजाब और दिल्ली के जारहाना वाक़यात, पंजाब और दिल्ली के होलोकॉस्ट, a huge scale of slaughter, तबाही के वाक़यात वजूद में आए. Thousands of men, women and children were mercilessly butchered and millions were uprooted from their homes. Mercilessly, बेरहमी से, butchered, उनको ज़िबा किया गया, and millions were uprooted, misplaced from their houses. Over 50 lakhs of these arrived in the Punjab within a matter of weeks. Within a matter of weeks, in a few weeks, over 50 lakhs arrived Punjab. The care and rehabilitation of these unfortunate refugees, stricken in the body and in the soul, presented problems which might well have destroyed many a well established state. The care, nighdasht, and rehabilitation, restoration, or bahali of these unfortunate refugees पनागज़ीन, इन बदकिस्मत पनागज़ीनों की निगहदाश्त और बहाली stricken in body and soul. Who were the refugee? They were stricken in body and soul, जो कि ज़हनी और जिस्मानी लिहाज से ज़ख्मी थे. Presented problems. They have presented problems which might well have destroyed many a well-established state. जो कि एक मुस्तहकम रियासत को भी तबाह कर दे. It was a great problem to rehabilitate, to accommodate over 50 lakhs of people in the Punjab, to accommodate them. What was the problem? Over 50 lakhs of people arrived within a week in Punjab, and to accommodate them and to rehabilitate them, it was a great challenge for a new state. So it might rather destroy the well-established state. It was a major problem. It might destroyed a well-established state. But those of our enemies who had hoped to kill Pakistan and to kill Pakistan at its very inception by these means were disappointed. But those of our enemies who hoped to kill Pakistan at its inception means at its very beginning, by the means were disappointed. So by these means, in हथकंडों, इन तरीक़ों से वो पाकिस्तान को ख़त्म करना चाहते थे. उसकी बहुत ही अवाइल में ही they were disappointed, वो मायूस हुए. No, not only has Pakistan survived the shock of that upheaval means not only